and welcome back to another gluten-free and yeast-free baking video. How are we doing today? Today I'm going to be making gluten-free Terry's chocolate orange cupcakes. I love Terry's chocolate oranges and I loved the idea of trying to make them into a cupcake form. And I think they taste absolutely amazing. So, you will be needing the following equipment. Scales, 2 tablespoons or an ice cream scoop, whatever you're going to use to get your cupcake mixture into your cupcake cases. A spatula, a large mixing bowl and a sieve. A grater or a zester, a teaspoon handle, a cake tester, a skewer or a toothpick just to check that your cupcakes are cooked. 12 cupcake cases. A 12-hole cupcake or muffin tray. A wooden spoon or an electric hand whisk. And finally, a cooling rack. You will also be needing the following ingredients. For your cupcakes, you will be needing 150 grams of butter softened at room temperature. I like to use lacto-free butter. 150 grams of caster sugar. 2 medium-sized eggs beaten, the zest of 2 oranges, 150 grams of gluten-free self-raising flour, and 15 grams of cocoa powder. And for your decoration you will be needing some icing sugar and 12 pieces of a Terry's chocolate orange. Let's go! First things first, measure out all of your ingredients so that they're completely ready for you to use, and then preheat your oven to 180 degrees C on a conventional oven, 160 degrees C on a fan oven, or gas mark 4. Once you have done this, it is now time to prepare our tray. So for this we are going to be needing our 12 cupcake cases and our 12-hole muffin or cupcake tray. So now that we've got our cupcake tray and our cupcake cases, we're simply going to put our cupcake cases into our cupcake tray. How many is that? Looks like 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bang on! Now that this is done, set this off to the side until we're ready to bake. So now that we have done all that prep work, it is now time to begin actually making our cakes. So for this you will be needing your butter and your sugar, and we're going to start by mixing them together. So place all of your butter into your mixing bowl. And now sprinkle on top your caster sugar. Scraping down the sides as always to make sure it goes in there. And now mix these together until well combined. Now that this is done, grab your eggs. Now that we've got our eggs, we are simply going to place them in one big go into our mixing bowl. Now that our eggs are in our mixing bowl, we're going to mix these together until they are nice and smooth. This is really important, as if there are lumps of butter left in the mixture, this will create air pockets in our cakes, which isn't great. So, plus I think mixing these together as much as we do makes the cakes fluffier in the first place. So, now that this is done, grab your orange zest. Now that we've got our orange zest, we are now again simply just going to place it in one big go into our mixing bowl. And we are again going to mix until well combined. Now that your orange zest is well mixed in and smelling amazing, grab your gluten-free self-raising flour, your cocoa powder and your sieve. Now that we've got our flour and our cocoa powder, we are simply going to mix these together. So put all of you in here, scrape you down. So we're going to mix these together mainly because it makes it easier to get into the mixture and it saves you having to add 2 separate things into it. Okay. Now that our flour and cocoa powder are well mixed, we are going to, mixing all the time, sieve in our flour and cocoa mixture into our main mixture until well combined. So this may get a bit fiddly, so I'm going to have both of these ready. Sieve a little in, and I mean a little. There we go. Place you on here. Okay, that works. Right. So now that we've done the main mixing, we are just going to scrape down the sides of our flour and cocoa mixture. bowl. And now we are going to scrape round the sides of our mixing bowl. And now we are going to mix one final time for good luck. Just to let you know, my dog Magic has just fallen asleep, so in case you hear background noise and snoring, that is what the noise is. So now that we have finished mixing, it is now time to place our mixture into our cupcake cases. So for this you will be needing your tablespoons, your ice cream scoop, or whatever you're using to get your mixture into your cupcake cases, and your prepared cupcake tray. So now that we've got our cupcake tray, our cupcake cases, our tablespoons, or whatever you're going to use to get your mixture into your cupcake cases, your cupcake mixture and your spatula, we are going to begin by spreading evenly the cupcake mixture between our cupcake cases. I am going to do like the first row of this, and then I'm just going to speed edit it for you because, you know, who wants to sit and watch me do that for 3 hours? Now that our cupcake mixture has been spread evenly between our cupcake cases, we are going to place these into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes until we insert a cake tester, a skewer, a toothpick or a teaspoon handle and it comes out completely clean. And then we are going to place our cupcakes in their tray on a cooling rack for 10 minutes. And then after that time we are going to take our cupcake cases out of their cupcake tray, leaving them on their cooling rack to cool completely. So now that our cupcakes are out of the oven and have finished cooling, it is now time to start decorating. So for this you will be needing your 12 pieces of Terry's chocolate orange, your icing sugar, your sieve and your grater or zester. So now that we've got our cherry chocolate orange pieces, our zester, our icing sugar and our sieve, we are now going to begin the decorating. I did have a orange icing that went with this, but I'm actually just not happy with how it was turning out. So I decided to just wing it basically, and I think that icing sugar on top of anything just makes it look Christmassy because it looks like snowfall. So to start with, we are just going to sprinkle on some icing sugar, and I am going to show you 2 different ways of doing this because me and my mum have very different ideas on how to do this. Oh, I need a bit more for that. Oh. Bit much, never mind. Okay, right, they're snow covered. And now there's 2 ways of doing this. You can just simply place one of your Terry's chocolate orange pieces on top like that. And I think that looks amazing. That's my mum's favourite way of doing it. But another way of doing it, which I wanted to try out just mainly for this video, is I want to try zesting this one of the pieces of Terry's chocolate orange, just because I want to see how it looks like when it's sprinkled on top. So I'm just gonna work away at that. Don't mind me. I bought this zester in a John Lewis haul. It was actually one of the first hauls I did on my channel, and I will link that in the description if you're interested. And it's actually brilliant because what this does is, as you can see, it's not, well, it is dropping everywhere, but most of it is going to go in here, in the little pocket thing here, which saves on clearing up a lot of things and just all in all handy. Plus you can hold it and work with the other thing. So when I was zesting my oranges for this video, it was quite hard to do it any other way. Plus this is the best zester I have found for doing oranges, because the reason I've had to put Grater slash zester is because I have personally found that when I did it before with oranges, I had to actually grate the peel off. I wasn't able to zest it, and this actually allowed me to zest the orange peel off of the orange. So all in all, I think this is just amazing. And as I say, it is hopefully in the description box for that video, or you can just watch that video if you're interested. The other thing you can do is just look on the website for John Lewis. Or Amazon, they're bound to have it as well, I reckon. Amazon has mostly everything. Nearly done, guys, I promise. I have been listening to Christmas music solidly since about the 12th of October. No, not October, that's a bit early. I tend to do it straight after, actually I do it before Halloween because, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Halloween. I only like children's Halloween version, like where there's no gore and Hopefully this won't take my finger off. There we go. So I've just been obsessed with all the Christmas music, and I'm actually going to create a Christmas playlist on my channel because I love Christmas so much. So now that I've finished zesting all of it, hopefully it won't spill out. Oh, there we go. So it's done it really, really finely, which I like, which you can't probably see. But it looks really good. So I just wanted to see how it would look on top of the cupcake. And I'm not the best at decoration, okay, that's my mum's forte. The majority of my pictures are done by my mum because she's the most creative out of me and her. So, you know, what you see is what you get with me, guys. I'm trying to do it. Now, I don't think that looks that bad. I mean, it's totally up to you how you want to decorate it. Ooh, you can make up some icing, you can find some icing, you can do plain icing and colour it orange to match it, but personally I think these are quite sweet and quite cute. And that is it. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description, as I love them all, wouldn't put them there if I didn't, including the recipe for these lovely cupcakes and my shop where you will be able to buy all of the flour and equipment you will need for this recipe. If you do make these at home, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and use the hashtag bakingwithvickiie. If you do make these at home, don't forget to tag me on Instagram and use the hashtag bakingwithvickiie so I can see all your lovely creations. Let me know in the comments of anything else you'd like to see me make, gluten or yeast free, as I do both. And finally, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye!